In this video, I want to discuss Ryan Cohen's impending squeeze and how he might have a better GameStop eBay plan than anyone anticipated. So let's go right to the important details. Now, I do have some accurate estimates for the new GameStop market capitalization and share price following the acquisition, as well as what the GameStop equity issuance would look like. But first, let's discuss Ryan Cohen's potentially brilliant GameStop eBay scheme before we get into those specific numbers. First of all, did you know that Ryan Cohen already owns a 5% investment in eBay and has been accumulating shares of the company? GameStop and Ryan Cohen started strengthening their eBay position back in February of this year, according to a May 2026 BBC News piece. The intriguing aspect of this is that prior to making the official bid, Ryan Cohen allegedly acquired this 5% holding in eBay using both stocks and derivatives. I'm only utilizing the Yahoo website. If you look at the previous eBay chart, we navigate to this section, which is February. Ryan Cohen was probably accumulating eBay during this decline to about $80 per share. Assume for the moment that his average price is about $85. Purchasing some here at 88 and somewhere else at 80 might result in an average of, say, 85. When the proposal was publicly disclosed the other day, eBay shares reached a peak of $110 per share. There's a $35 gain per share between 85 and 110, particularly when holding options, a gain of almost 50% on the underlying shares, but not quite, as Han pointed out. The only purpose of this announcement was for Ryan Cohen to swing trade eBay and cash in some of the billions on that 5% plus derivatives position stack. Recall that eBay has a roughly $47 billion market capitalization. I suppose it would have been a little less in February, perhaps $30 billion, but 5% of $30 billion is still a share of $1.5 billion. Ryan Cohen might have quadrupled or trebled that $1.5 billion if he had those possibilities. Thus, it's possible that GameStop has made an additional $2 to $3 billion only by swing trading eBay shares. This, in my opinion, is an excellent use of GameStop's enormous financial reserves. We were aware of Ryan Cohen's desire to make some purchases. We were aware that he was waiting for the ideal chance to go out and make purchases. What about a 2-month period with a 100% return on options? Now, folks, let me tell you something crucial about Enhanced before I go into further detail about Ryan Cohen's scheme to induce the squeeze. Today's video is sponsored by Enhanced, which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker code ENA. Enhanced is developing a platform to optimize human performance for both regular customers and athletes. With a $1.2 billion enterprise value and up to $200 million in cash profits, the business, which is nearing the end of its reverse merger, will start trading tomorrow with an anticipated $25 million prize pool for the first event. The improved games are a modern reconstruction of elite sports and a new sort of Olympics. Athletes will be paid more than in previous tournaments. They encourage performance improvement under medical supervision with an emphasis on data, safety, and transparency rather than outlawing it. Traditional sports already include hidden enhancements, but Enhanced makes them safer and easier to quantify. Enhanced is constructing 3 main pillars: a telehealth and consumer platform, improved games, live enhancement, and lastly, the performance data and science layer are all scheduled to launch in 2026. Do you believe Enhanced will be the next great elite sports company, guys? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. Additionally, make sure to look into Enhanced trading on the New York Stock Exchange using the YNHA ticker. Additionally, Tommy Two Clubs believes that Ryan Cohen might still be holding eBay options and shares in anticipation of further increase over the coming weeks. According to Tom, GameStop isn't really purchasing eBay, and eBay will probably reject the offer. Instead, GameStop wants someone else, possibly Shopify, to submit a bid and raise the price. Let's consider the recent events involving Netflix, Paramount, and Disney. Netflix submitted an offer, but it was rejected. Disney submitted an even bigger bid after the bid was rejected, and it even paid Netflix $2 billion to withdraw their offer. What if GameStop cashes in on those shares and options when eBay's price rises to $120, $130, or even higher and receives payment from a company like Shopify to withdraw that bid as a settlement fee? He even specifically discovered that GameStop owns or is exposed to precisely 22.1 million eBay shares through shares and put /cool options into snap and extract. Therefore, there's a good chance that GameStop has no plans to acquire eBay and will only earn a few $1 billion to supplement its already enormous cash reserves. However, let's also examine the figures if GameStop truly acquired eBay in a 50-50 cash stock deal, as Ryan Cohen has explained. Before delving too far into these figures, let me briefly clarify what Ryan Cohen means by 50% cash, 50% stock, and what will happen between the GameStop eBay sale. Clearly, eBay's market capitalization is approximately $47 billion. As we approach the precise acquisition date, that will alter. GameStop has $8 billion in cash and $20 billion in secured financing, for a total of $28 billion, which might go up or down. They are therefore roughly $20 billion shy of being able to purchase eBay. In order to give the former eBay stockholders both the shares and the money they are receiving, GameStop must issue new GameStop shares or new co-shares in a new company. This piece continues by calculating the precise number of shares that must be distributed to the previous eBay shareholders in addition to the funds required to establish this new company. In the new combined firm, historical eBay shareholders will receive cash and new GameStop co-shares, while legacy GameStop stockholders will retain their GameStop or new co-shares. GameStop currently owns 447 million shares and will own 40% of the combined company. Thus, 1.1 billion shares will be available after the deal. This is due to GameStop's around $8 billion in cash. It obtained about $20 billion in funding, with the remaining funds coming from the newly issued shares. Therefore, eBay stockholders will receive $6,250 in cash and 1.51 shares of the new business for each eBay share they own, adding up to the $125 offer price Ryan Cohen mentioned. Accordingly, the original share GameStop will be worth between $49 and $67 a share for the stockholders. The fluctuation or range between $49 and $67 per share is due to the fact that it is contingent upon the AITA multiple that the newly combined business ultimately has following cost reductions, between 16 and 20 times a BITAR, since Ryan Cohen clearly intends to reduce wasteful spending by about $2 billion a year, increasing the combined company's earnings. Since the new firm share price would naturally be more than $32 per share, it also releases additional funds from the GameStop warrants. In order for the warrants to be used, there are undoubtedly some presumptions in there, and the original poster did a fantastic job of responding to many queries in the comments. As usual, if you want to read the entire tweet, I'll provide links to it or the post in the description below. The number of shares outstanding for eBay and the precise share price of eBay on the acquisition date will undoubtedly change over the course of the next few months until an acquisition agreement is formed. So I will obviously caveat by stating that these are current assumptions until precise number of shares to be issued is specified in an agreement. However, it will undoubtedly be about in line with the figures I discussed today. I also wanted to briefly discuss this tweet from 741 Trey, which stated that since its launch in June 2021, Blue Ocean Technologies, a dark pool operator, has been responsible for 95% of all overnight trading volume between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. That's enormous. They are mostly primarily blamed for all of the stock market's overnight movements. It turns out that since at least January of 2023, they have been enabling various methods of stock manipulation. Additionally, spoofing, layering, and